Hi everyone, it's your girl 𝕟𝕚𝕚, and the topic of today is it's time to cut contact with your twin flame. Now I want to start off by saying that it is not my place to tell you what to do on this journey. I am not some masterful guru who knows everything. At the end of the day, this is strictly, your own journey. I can't tell you if someone is your twin flame. That's not my place. That's why I make videos that tell you the signs. I'm just here to help, to basically be a guide. In video games, I don't know why I use video games as an example all the time, but in video games, when you press the button that with the little blurb that pops up and it says, this is how you get to the next level, a little wizard pops out. I'm that little wizard on your journey that's here to kind of guide you. But I'm not here to tell you what to do, because at the end of the day, it's all about your spirit team. It's all about your higher self and knowing what works best for you. And personally, I think that separation is very important on this journey. Speaking of my own journey, it was in separation that I developed a lot of clarity, a better understanding of what was going on, because even though I'd watched countless videos on the matter before I even found my twin flame, I thought I understood. I thought I knew what needed to happen, but until you're actually experiencing it and really have that silence, away from your twin, step away from even spirituality if you feel that that's necessary. But I really think separation is key, because so much is going on within you that the last thing you need is a distraction. Because that's what I feel like the divine masculine kind of becomes when you go through the purging, when you go through the dark night of the soul. Because like I've said in other videos, no one will understand because they're not meant to. Yes, they're your twin flame and they're going through, I can't even say that they go through a similar experience, because they don't. They're the divine masculine. You're the spiritual one, they're the grounded one, right? So your experience is going to be very different. They will not understand because they're not meant to. And personally, I think that separation is very important. And if it's something that you're meant to experience on this journey, I guarantee your higher self has told you it's time to walk away. It's time to block. It's time to, maybe delete your social media for a time. You need that time. You need that time away from everything and everyone in order to really work with that new energy and ground that new energy. Because to be honest, I didn't realize how crazy my energy was until I really walked away and focused on my own clearing, grounding, and most importantly, getting into alignment with who it is that I'm meant to be. I can honestly say I wouldn't have progressed as much on this journey had I still been in contact with my twin. I know that. I look back and I see it. I can see it for myself. I can't believe how many comments I've read on other videos where people are like, I message them, I message my divine masculine, and I'm always left on red, or it takes them a while to respond, or just the breadcrumbing side of it, because this is all spiritual. They don't even know why they're doing it, truly, because like I said, this is all spiritual. So you need to work on yourself. You need to ground yourself. You need to stop worrying about what it is that they're doing. If they're seeing someone else, whatever. This is about you. This is about you getting into alignment. This is not a fairy tale. If you want a soulmate, ask for a soulmate. But that's not what a twin flame is. Truthfully. When you really start to understand, when you really focus on yourself and understand your own energy, you just start to notice, you're like, I would not have gained this spiritual knowledge had I had someone else there. It's like I said in another video, which is something that I actually got from another spiritualist, but she explained it really well, is she said, what happens when you're sitting in a class and you're sitting next to your best friend and you're laughing and you're joking, you're disrupting the class? Even if the teacher tells you to stop talking, it's your best friend. You guys are going to goof around. You guys are going to joke. Once she separates you, or he, whoever your teacher is, then you start to retain the information better, because you're paying attention and you're not distracted. And that's what I honestly believe the twin flame becomes after the whole honeymoon phase, because you're triggering each other, you're getting mad, you're looking for, the energy just feels off. Why would the universe keep you with somebody who is going to trigger you and you're going to trigger them? And this goes with any relationship. How many times have you said, or how many times maybe you have experienced and maybe you look back and been like, oh, you know what, that relationship should have ended a long time before, or, you know, the universe definitely told me that it needed to end, but I ignored it because I was comfortable, or I thought I was in love, I was afraid to leave. Like, same thing with the twin flame, but, you know, it's a lot deeper, obviously, and like I said, it is spiritual. So why would the universe allow perfect communication, allow things to work when it's not the time? You both have things you need to work through. You both need to, you know, whatever it is that they go through, and whatever it is that you go through, you need to go through it separately. You need to be comfortable being by yourself without that other counterpart. You need to heal from the soul shock, and you need to live your best life on your own. You need to heal. And it's funny because after all this, I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, you know, a lot of people see it as unhealthy and see it as toxic. And if it is a karmic, it is toxic. So, you know, watch my false twin flame video if you're kind of wondering if they are your twin flame. But I think it makes perfect sense. You both have things you need to heal from. You're triggering one another. You went through the nice honeymoon phase, and then once that all faded, it became something dark because you both had things you needed to heal from. And that to me makes perfect sense. I think if more people did that, more people would be in happier unions, whether they're with your twin flame or not. I think that's something we all should be doing. If you haven't healed from the last relationship, heal, and then you can move on. Heal from whatever it is that's hindering you, and then you can get into a relationship. That's why I always say the whole twin flame thing is a beautiful philosophy for life in many different ways. You could use this whole, I guess you could say, metaphor in different areas of your life, truly. So I think that's it for this video. I know I ramble a lot. I hope it made sense. But if you feel it's necessary, Spirit is telling you that you need to walk away and focus on yourself, do it. Stop questioning it. Stop holding on to something that is just becoming toxic over time. So, I love you guys so much. Take care.